Mini Macro Series Part 1. In this video, we will be doing an overview of macros, what they are, how to track them, and some reasons that people typically track their macros. So, what are macros? Macronutrients are the building blocks of calories. That's how we get our energy. We can use that energy right away, and we can even store it for later, which is pretty amazing that we have that capability. Macronutrients are made up of protein, carbohydrate, and fat. So, what are some reasons that people track their macros? Well, there are a few. One reason is to make sure they are eating enough protein to maintain or build muscle. It's also important to get enough protein to recover from workouts. Another reason people track is to pay attention to their energy. People feel better on a higher carb diet versus a higher fat diet. When you're at rest, you're using carbohydrates and fats as energy. When you exercise anywhere between a 4 and a 7 on that RPE scale, you're usually only using carbohydrate as fuel. So it's really important to have a high carbohydrate intake, especially when you are exercising. Excess energy is stored in the liver, in the muscles, in the brain, and in adipose tissue. It's pretty much everywhere. Another reason to track macros is for aesthetic purposes. So, this is very common in the fitness industry, especially with professional athletes. So, if you think about bodybuilders, um, people with very low body fat percentages will see a change in their appearance when they adjust their macros. 1 gram of glycogen, which is stored carbohydrate, holds 3 grams of water. So when they increase their carbohydrate, their muscles are going to appear bigger because they have more water in the muscle cells. Pretty cool. So, how do we calculate macros? Well, the first thing you need to know is this formula. Every gram of macronutrient contains a certain amount of energy. So, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrate also has 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat has 9 calories. That's why a little bit of fat goes a long way, which you'll see here in the next slide. So here's an example. We have an individual on a 2,000 calorie diet. We're going to give them a standard macronutrient ratio: 30% protein, 30% fat, and 40% carb. This is a typical ratio, but it's not the only one that you can use. These numbers can be varied, which we will get into in the next coming weeks. Let's figure out what 30% of a 2,000 calorie diet is. That's what they need for their protein. So, how many grams of protein should they be consuming every day? Well, we're going to take 30% times 2,000. That gives us 600 calories coming only from protein. How many grams is that? We need to divide 600 by 4 to get 150 grams of protein. Let's move on to carbohydrate. This individual has 40% of their daily calories coming from carbohydrate. So again, we're going to take 40% times 2,000. That gives us 800 calories coming only from carbs. Take that 800 calories divided by 4 because there are 4 calories in every gram of carbohydrate. And that leaves us with 200 grams of carbohydrate. Finally, fat. 30% of 2,000 calories, again, is 600 calories. But this time we need to divide the 600 calories by 9 because there are 9 calories in every gram of fat. So they only need 67 grams of fat per day. Here are the results: 150 grams of protein, 200 grams of carb, and 67 grams of fat. So, this is what they would be trying to hit every day to hit their macros. Now, if this individual only weighs 100 pounds, they probably don't need 150 grams of protein. Excess protein does not get stored in the body. It gets broken down into carbohydrate and fat and is then stored. So, we will get into how much protein you should be consuming in the next couple of weeks. So, what's the ideal ratio? What should your numbers be? Well, just like anything in the fitness industry, there is no right way. Everything is adjustable. But over the next few weeks, I will teach you how to calculate the macros that are right for your body. Thank you for listening. Have a happy and healthy day.